Scene one, Apple, take one. Scene one, Apple, take two.
All righty. Good Monday morning, and we wake up to a hailstorm out here. I don't know what's going on in America. Like, somebody decided to take out our firefighters this weekend. I think this is probably like going to be, I think you're probably not going to have ever seen anything like it in the United States of America at all. I think this is going to be like the first time that's ever happened, at least that I can ever think of or remember. Somebody started a fire. Something like this has happened. There has been ambushes of firemen before and police officers, but probably nothing to this level where I don't know how many. This was in Idaho, an ambush. We're going to talk about that. Also, when work beef becomes club beef, or when club beef becomes work beef. Listen, I love my motorcycle club and the brothers in it and all that kind of stuff, and have for my entire adult life, what have you. But ain't none of you bros worth me losing my job. I need my MFing job. So I'm not fixing to lose my job on some unsanctioned club beef. Anyway, seems like there was a fight between the Mongols and the Hells Angels guys. Two guys wound up, somebody getting stabbed, somebody's arrested for attempted, just craziness. And as the world turns. So we're going to spend some time talking about those few things this morning. We got Logic is out in New York somewhere, riding his motorcycle across the country doing his thing. And we got Lavish T. Williams in the studio. We'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds right after this brief introduction to talk about these things. But the lead-in story, a fight between two guys in two opposite motorcycle clubs at the job, on the job site. Crazy! When club beef becomes work beef. Hey, listen, thanks for tuning in since 2016.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the Navy and hit the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the vest from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC. We're paid his dues in the Arctic stripes for the prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Scene one, Apple, take one.
Yeah. I remember this one kid I met on the channel a few years ago. He was talking about was gearing up and getting his boys ready for the conflict, and they were going to kill anybody that came at them and told them anything. And I was terrified.
Well, all righty then. Hey, y'all. It's your boy, Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV. Some kind of way the screen ain't coming up. Damn, here we go. And my boys, I want to introduce running for District 2, candidate Lavish T. Williams. What's up,
What up,
man?
man? What's the deal? What's going on?
Oh man, we're just trying to keep hope alive out here, and our own show with our very own doctor in the house, Doctor Logic.
What's up, y'all? What's going
What's
on?
happening?
What's the deal?
And we got like the most incredible lineup in the world. We got Lavish T. Williams, candidate for District 2 police commissioner. And this is his second time running. The second time can be a charm, man. You might get right on in there.
That's the dumb.
When I get a ticket out there in Detroit, I know who I'm calling though. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling my boy.
Logic, what hotel room? What hotel you at?
Where am I at now? The Choice Hotel.
That's not a real festive wall. Well, that's one of them little three-star hotels, man.
Lavish.
It's look here. Let
It's
me
a
tell you something.
3-star, man.
No. You don't understand. First of all, I'm not spending $300 a night to stay in the city.
Man.
Second of all, I need a place to put my bike that's safe. The hood is the hood out here.
What they let you pull it in the front door?
You gotta go to the 5-star, man, the 4-star, man.
What did I just tell? Didn't I tell you how much it costs down there for them?
$300-400 a night.
All right. And Syracuse University, I'm learning more and more. Syracuse University took over two of them big hotels.
To do what with it?
Make them into dorms.
Really? They turned hotels into dorms?
Man, Syracuse University out here and
They're making it do
the
it.
hospital.
They say we're gonna make more money.
They're buying up the old apartment complexes, pushing people out. And I'm like, yo, the Sheraton, the big Sheraton here, Syracuse University took it. So the Sheraton go take a hike. That was one of the biggest hotels in Syracuse.
Are you paying the park?
Nah.
Oh, okay, don't do that. Why did you answer that? Why? No. That was a setup.
No, it was not a setup.
That was a setup to say you're in a 3-star hotel.
No, that's not a setup. Because you got bullshit hotels nowadays that now they're charging you to park.
And that's every hotel. That's every hotel.
It's not every hotel. Because you come to Detroit, you're not paying for that. When I go to Atlanta, when I'm in Atlanta, I gotta pay anywhere close in the 20-mile radius of the airport to park at the hotel.
Yeah.
No,
they like that. They like that in DC, and
that's part of it. That's
when they know you have a bike. When we was in DC, this is years ago though, we was in DC. We went to park in the hotel. First, they wanted to park your bike for you. I said, that's out of the question. I said, we got bikes. We can get 3 bikes in one parking space. They wanted to charge us $25 each per night.
Then they charge to the room. That's why I asked, because I had to think about where you were at. When I was talking about you being in the hotel, I had to think about it. Like, he's in New York, so those prices might be a lot different, and they still might be charging for parking.
I'm upstate. I'm not down in the city.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm upstate, and these are the hotels. These are the hotels around the airport.
So you're near the airports, and you don't have to pay for parking. Now that's crazy. You near the airport in Atlanta, you got to pay $20 or $25 per night that you stay there.
Yeah, that's this place, man. That's why I thought all hotels were like that.
Oh, it's not like that. I mean, they're all like that here. Downtown, there's nowhere to park, so they charge you for those parking garages. But hotels that got their own parking lots, they don't charge you here.
Man, that's nice. That ain't how it is here. Hey, on to the news story. Stabbing between rival gang members at Tahoe Reno Industrial Center leaves one in critical condition. Now, this one, guys, this is silly, man. This is just silly. But here we go. Action.
And Story County deputies arrested this man, Ricky Duboc, today. He's accused of stabbing a man at the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center. According to witnesses, Duboc and the victim, who is identified as William Romer, were members of rival motorcycle gangs, and they were both apparently working at a job site. Romer was hospitalized in critical condition. A bystander was also stabbed, but is expected to survive.
How does a bystander get stabbed?
Trying to break it up.
You try to break it up. Somebody ain't having it. Huh? Now, look at this guy, Ricky. It's not like either the cops did him in or his boy that he was trying to get at stood up hard for himself. Look at this guy. It was not an easy stabbing. Or he got beat up the night before or something. Maybe he came in and worked back. But if this came from your boy that got stabbed up, your boy held himself up right, man. He went on ahead and stood for the cause. If you can do this to a guy that's got a knife, look, he's got the top of his eyes all warped up here, the side. I mean, this guy caught some knuckle sandwiches coming in. I think the stabbing victim might be deserving of an Ain't No Punk award. That might need to be coming for him. We have to get into the particulars, but let me see. Where is that? That's this one. So this is Story County, Nevada. Somebody said on here, somebody said Tahoe, who you calling a hoe? That's probably how the fight started. A violent fight between members of rival outlaw motorcycle gangs at a job site in Tahoe Reno Industrial Center has left one man critically injured, according to the Story County Sheriff's Office. Here, let me make this bigger so you guys can all read it. There we go. Deputies reported of a stabbing on June 26th that found Ricky Duboc covered in what appeared to be blood, and he was carrying a spring-loaded knife. A spring-loaded knife, ain't that a switchblade?
A switchblade.
Damn, that's what they call them now, spring-loaded knives. Duboc was detained at the scene. When you emerge wearing blood, nothing but blood, and you got a switchblade on you, they hold you there. Another man, William Romer, was discovered with life-threatening injuries and was transported to a local hospital where he remains in critical condition. He almost killed your boy. The investigation revealed that Duboc, affiliated with the Mongols, was the primary aggressor in the incident, which was linked to gang associations. Romer is associated with the Hells Angels. Two clubs that have not gotten along really ever, maybe, for certainly not for a long time. Both men were employed at the job site. Is that what jobs are going to start doing now, asking you what your motorcycle club affiliation is?
Checking your affiliations.
Duboc was arrested and taken to Story County Jail. He faces charges, including attempted murder with a deadly weapon, motivated by hatred or bias. I didn't even know that you could. Isn't all attempted murder motivated by hatred or bias? Like, I don't think you needed to add that, but that's there. Mayhem with a deadly weapon and battery with intent to kill or promote, or here we go. Here's the gang enhancement. Battery with intent to kill, to promote, or assist a criminal gang. There it is. That adds a 10 or 15 years to your thing right there. Mm-hmm. How are you assisting to promote the gang? But they throw that right in there.
They throw it in there. They got to add their stuff, man.
They got to add. They got to make them charges stick, man.
Yeah. What they call them, stack charges?
Yeah, they stack them on up. But if you're involved in a motorcycle club, especially one of them big ones, the Mongols, Hells Angels, well, we could go on. It's certainly the top five. The Bandidos, Pagans, Outlaw, any of them. And now the black ones, too. Now the black 1% clubs, too. They got y'all's number. For a while, they didn't even know who we were. I mean, till recently. They were like, who are those guys? I never heard of them. But now they got whole new officers and stuff investigating just the black ones, just the African-American 1%ers. They've managed to ease themselves on up the ladder. They're on the pole now. Everybody used to be, they just talked about the top 5 or the top 7 or the top 10 or the top 4. Well, however you hear it, it used to be the big 4. Then it was the big 5. Then it was the top 7. Now it's the big 10. And they're probably going to add another 5. It'll be the big 15, adding the top black 1%ers on too. Did he act on his own? It looks like they each one was together. What's up? Oh my God, Insane Will's out there in the house, man. He'll be on in about 9 minutes. So anyway, he was arrested, taken there, and he faces these incredible charges with $185,000 bail. a bystander was also injured in the incident. You're not a bystander if you were injured in the incident, unless he swung so wide he caught your ass too. He did not sustain life-threatening injuries, but he got stabbed. The bystander was treated at a local hospital. The investigation into the bystander's involvement is ongoing. So, Chris Leach, that does lend to your question, did he act alone? Did he act on his own? Because they're investigating the bystander's involvement. So we don't know. Crazy. Listen, guys, I ain't losing my job for y'all. I can't do it. You know, we used to say in the club, if you can't keep your job, you need to leave the club for a while and go get your act together. This is a club for men who are working and have jobs and can afford the motorcycle runs and all the mandatories and to buy the T-shirts and pay their dues. You got to have a job for that. If you can't feed your family, if you're borrowing money from everybody in the club all the time, maybe the club isn't for you right now. Now, we can help a brother out. But damn, you've been borrowing for about 7 months now. Maybe you need to go get a job. So if I got one, if I got a job, I ain't losing it. Motive Goddess says, so we can finally say you're not about that 1% life. Hey, bro, if it means I gotta give up my job and I can't go to work. I see somebody at work. He's on the other side, and damn, man, I just gotta.
That puts a whole new meaning to on site. I don't care if we at work. What happens if you got two rival clubs like that and one guy's the supervisor of the other?
I'm beating my supervisor's ass, yo. Hey, you're in the wrong motorcycle club.
You know, I never thought about that. I know these guys in these clubs in certain cities, you know, it's bound to happen that somebody got the same type of job.
Hey, they all know how to work motorcycle. I would imagine a lot of them are working at Harley Davidson somewhere.
Yes, I've seen some of the outlaws in working in Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson split themselves off by clubs. I'm sorry, bro. The Mongols club, the Mongols Harley Davidson's on the other side of town. Go work over there. These are Hell's Angels over here. This is the Banditos Harley Davidson here. Like, what do they do? It's crazy.
Wow.
Maybe they have peace at the door. Hey, bro, we both got to work. Can we fly the white flag for a minute? Just, from 9 to 5. Just from 9 to 5.
Just to get our job done, and then you leave first, I leave first. So we don't
go to the break room to get. That's your side of the break room. We'll draw a line down the middle of the break room. Don't you be your ass on my side of the break room.
Right.
Your side got the water on it. I'll pass some water over.
Meet each other at the coffee pot. You go ahead, get your coffee first.
Bro, because I'm not drinking after you. Not drinking out of the pot after. We get the boss to get 2 pots, man. You're gonna fight on the job site.
Hey man, listen, man. I know I'm jumping back in, but man, when I know people's opinions probably gonna be different than mine. But
here we're gonna get the gangster opinion right now. All right.
Here's the thing, man. I see stuff that happen. We beefing on the club set,
right? And
then we go to work and we doing our job. Let's do our job, blah 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 blah. And then we talk, lunch break, hey, go by, because we know people that's in other clubs or whatever that work at the same job. Detroit, we are plants, the big 3, we working in the plants. So it's a lot of people. It's a whole nother world over there, right? So you got 2 rival clubs that's working at the same plant. They might even be on the same line. All right, cool. Nobody does nothing at work. Okay, that's respectable. That's commendable. And then you know, everybody leaves, then they get on their motorcycles, and now they want to be the toughest guy in the world. Yeah, if you got real beef, to me, it don't matter where we at. Work, church, the store. If you got real beef, then we got a problem. So I mean, you know, it's just unfortunate that their jobs got. I mean, because here's the thing: if I got a problem with Black Dragon and I catch him at work, I just caught you at work because I might not catch you again.
You're gonna just lose your job and just you got to handle the beef. That's just it.
Well, some not lavish, but not lavish. However, you got people that's living like that on site.
Oh yeah,
on site is a person.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say anything negative about what happened. You know, I don't know the whole story between the two, but hey, man, listen, man, if I got a problem with you here or there, now I'm gonna be responsible enough not to lose the way that I take care of my family to risk losing my job because of pride. I would never, you know, do stuff like that. But we thinking if I got beef, I got beef. I don't have beef from 9 to 5, and then I pick up the beef from 5 until 1 o'clock. That ain't how I go.
You can do, but wait a minute, you can do a parlay for 9 from 9 to 5.
You can parlay.
Man,
and this is not necessarily that there was not. We don't know if they had personal beef. Maybe this is just club beef. The two clubs don't get along. I saw your ass. I'm getting it.
I mean, beef is beef, man. I mean, if only way that a person probably wouldn't, I'm only speaking from my side. If I see you got your kids with you, and then from where I'm from, hell, they don't even care about that.
Because the old street rules don't apply anymore. I see you with your kids, I get you later. I see you with your girl. Unless your girl down with it, I get you later.
Right. But I want to give you that look where the only reason you safe is right there. But I want to make whoever you with know something ain't right. They're gonna feel something ain't right.
I mean, something's not right.
But I want to get you later though. I ain't even worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that it's no time frame for beef. That's why it costs money to go to war, man. It costs money to have beef.
Yeah.
Costs money to have beef. Costs money to do crime, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like to say I don't know their story. I don't know what happened or whatever. If it's at work, the playground, basketball court, we got beef. We got a problem. And then you got different levels of beef and problems. Is it beef where it's like it's on site, or is it beef like, you know what? I ain't even about to pay dude no mind, man. You know, I ain't even on that kind of time.
Anything outside of the work environment, I can when you come from that perspective, then okay, you go get it, store, wherever. But like Dragon says, this job is paying my bills.
Yeah, I need it.
It's paying your bills too.
I may
not care about your bills.
Motorcycle payments, my RV got to be paid for. I need to put gas in that thing.
I saw old documentary about the Mongols, because I can say this because this was public. I think they interviewed the old Mongols, Little Dave, when he was the Mongols national president. And they was interviewing him, and he talked about job. He said, no, everybody has to have a job. He said, everybody has to have a job. So you in a city, and I know this is your area as a Mongol, but if somebody in HA just happened to be at your same job site, you in construction, wait a minute, you're building a building for somebody that's in HA. You gonna fight with the foreman? You gonna fight with the owner?
He might find himself thrown off of that building. Who knows?
But then that's where certain pride come in at, man. You know, certain pride kills a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Pride kills a lot of stuff. How serious is this beef? Half the time, this beef really don't be about nothing.
Right.
More than half the time, communication can kill a lot of the beef.
Mm-hmm.
You know, only time that some beef really can't really be resolved to me is it becomes over life. You know, somebody else's, life. And at that point, ain't no telling which way it might go. Everything, even money.
Let me ask you this. Okay, trying not to come from a street mentality or gang mentality. Does these opposite clubs, do they have a standing order, as we say in the military?
Sometimes.
Standing order that if you see anytime you see them, you get them. Sometimes
they do, and that's called on site. And we did a story right before you came to the show. Lavish and I did a story for quite a few months over the beef between the Cossacks, one percenters, and the Ugly Man Cossacks, and that national president wind up getting a life sentence for his on-site smash order. And he went to court 2 times. The first one was a hung jury. The second one, within 3 weeks of the first one, they had his butt back in court, and he got caught a life sentence. Now he's trying to change lawyers. Lavish and I did comment that his lawyer looked pretty sad, but he got a life sentence for the so-called on-site order. So
wow,
it can happen, absolutely. Some clubs will do that, and I've seen it many times. But this is what can occur. Like now, I was working this morning, and now I'm facing attempted murder charges. It's kind of crazy to me.
Right.
Hey, Kimo Luciano says that he agrees with you, Lavish. He says Detroit beef be like that. He's not lying.
Detroit move a little different, man. I mean, I only can speak on Detroit because I'm from Detroit. I don't know about any other cities and how their politics go, but I know how Detroit is.
Tia tells me about Chicago. She says they move kind of different over there. This person here, I don't know how to say their name. But anyway, they say, good morning, everyone. Thanks to all that came out and supported Made Men's Daytona chapter 21st anniversary annual. Hey, man, that's really cool. Congratulations on your 21 years.
Shout out to Made Men, man. I rock with them guys. I rock with Made Men. I was just with them when I was down at at a party in Cincinnati, especially the Cincinnati chapter.
The Hog Boogie Down says, good morning, brothers. That's your people.
That's my club, man. Listen, man, since we got the Hog on here, because he don't know this because I haven't shared it with him. I'm gonna share it with y'all, and I'm gonna share it with the Hog. I don't know if any Afro dogs are on the podcast watching. Any Afro dogs, especially Afro Dogs Detroit. I hope that y'all doing all right. I know that it was a rough Saturday and everything like that. So I want to give my blessings to y'all for the way Boogie Dow drug y'all Saturday in this tug of war match that we had. Drugged the shit out of them. Yeah.
That's what you
That's what he's on today, right?
I'm on that. I just wanted to, if anybody's watching the podcast and y'all know some Afro dogs, let them know that I'm here.
Let them know we're a non-biased.
Right.
Hold on, because I got the receipts because I got to make the video. That's the Afro dogs right there. I'm about to drag their ass and shit real quick. So I just want them to know. Hold on, look at the way we dragging their ass on the ground. Get y'all ass up. Come on now.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Wait a minute. There was ladies, girls, females.
Y'all drug ladies like that, man. That's wrong.
You can't brag.
Yeah,
no. Your whole side.
That's your P. Diddy moment.
No. Before you say that, it was 3 men to 3 women on each side.
Oh, okay.
3 women to 3 men. You just don't run up against Boogie Down. That's all I'm saying. So if any Afro dogs is out there, any Afro dogs, Detroit or wherever, let them know. Yeah, Lavish is on here talking mad stuff.
That is,
we drug them. Like drug them. They on the ground.
We see what drug means. Yeah.
Oh, and then I hit them with this. Everybody, clubs got their own sayings and stuff like that. Everybody, got to boogie get down. Hell yeah. And the Afro dogs, they got their bark, but Lavish likes to take it another step because I told my club, hey hey, boogie down. And then they say, what's up? And I started to the Afro dogs. Then we all started barking to the dogs because we the big dogs.
You use their bark.
Yeah, they bark. So I just wanted to put that out there. So turn that off. It's off. So the hog. I just wanted to let you know what happened in Detroit, man. How we drug them dogs. We the dogs, the big dogs. That's
all right.
No, we can carry on. No, I had to get that off, but I wanted to just say that.
You feel better now?
I feel better. I feel a lot better.
I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you got that out of your system.
Oh, moving on. 2 firefighters shot dead in Idaho ambush, police say. This is crazy, man. I don't know what is coming to in America. Some dude decides he wanted to take out some fire. Man.
1:21 this afternoon, we received a phone call that there was a fire on the backside or east side of Canfield Mountain. Fire assets responded to the scene, and at approximately 2 o'clock, firefighters broadcast that they were being shot at. So we had about 300 law enforcement officers that were on scene, and during this time, we exchanged gunfire with the suspect. We had a cell phone activation that was in the same spot since about 3:16. And we honed in on that cell phone, and we saw that there was a male, appeared to be deceased, with a weapon nearby. Based on the preliminary information, we believe that is the only shooter that was on that mountain at that time. We did lose a Coeur d'Alene firefighter, and we did lose a firefighter from the Kootenai County Fire and Rescue. We have another firefighter that just came out of surgery. He is fighting for his life, but he's in stable condition.
Man, this is sad. Makes me want to weep.
Did the person set the fire?
Yes, the person set the fire in an ambush. They believe the person set the fire in an ambush to bring the firefighters there. And I believe 2 police officers were shot as well. He had a high-scope, high-powered rifle. They say high-powered rifle, which would tend to me to think it was not an AR-15 or what they would call an assault weapon. So when the anti-gun people come out, at least they won't be running after AR-15s. 2 U.S. firefighters have been killed, a third wounded, after a man intentionally started the fire and began shooting at first responders in a total ambush, which lasted several hours, authorities say. The gunman, who investigators said acted alone, began shooting after crews responded to the fire at Canfield Mountain, just north of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I know I didn't say that right, on Sunday afternoon. Law enforcement officers and firefighters came under sniper fire during the incident, and a special weapons and tactics SWAT team later located the deceased male. They found him using his cell phone. They were able to look at the cell phone centers, towers, and it's funny how they're able to do all of this.
Watch this. Can I say something though? How did they know what cell phone to look for?
Well, what he just described is we saw a cell phone that had been enacted since 3 p.m. So it hadn't gone down, and I guess whoever he was talking to was still, or whatever.
So that's the only cell phone going on in that whole area that they knew that one cell phone has to be the shooter.
Well, I'm sure they use this process of elimination, but yeah, they can find your butt if that's what you're asking.
That's what I'm getting at, because that's kind of, we tracked in on his cell phone. How did you know?
Because without telling you too much, we can find that ass. That's
right.
The fire grew at 20 acres after it was first reported. 20 acres, and continued to burn on Sunday night. Sheriff Bob Norris said, "We do believe that the suspect started the fire."
Okay.
What?
Hellfire. He said could have been the cell phone that called in the fire.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Somebody had to call in the fire.
Yeah.
We do believe that the suspect started the fire. Norris told a late night news conference, "This was a total ambush. The firefighters did not have a chance." Are our firefighters going to have to start carrying guns? We did lose a Coeur d'Alene. I know I didn't say that right, firefighter, and we did lose a firefighter from the Kootenai County Fire and Rescue. A third was fighting for his life, but is in stable condition. He said firefighters received the first report at a fire on a mountainside at around 13:21, which is 1:21 p.m., and reports that, and that was Pacific Mountain Time, and or Pacific Standard Time rather, and reports that they were being shot at emerged about 40 minutes later. Damn. More than 300 law enforcement officers from the city, county, state, and federal levels responded. Hey, Hollywood said last night that the sheriff said, kill him. Don't even, when you see this guy, take him out. So they responded to the scene of the shooting, including 2 helicopters with snipers on board. Yeah, they weren't messing around. They were trying to get that guy. Video showed smoke billowing from heavily wooded hillsides. Norris said the shooter used a high-power sporting rifle to fire rapidly at first responders. Oh, maybe that was an AR-15 to fire rapidly at first responders, with official officers initially unsure of the number of perpetrators involved. After an hours-long barrage of gunfire, damn, the suspect was found using mobile phone location information. It was unclear whether the suspect had killed himself or been hit by any officers. Authorities would not provide more details on the weapons recovered, but said that officers would likely find more guns at the scene Monday once the fire was extinguished. The motive for the shooting was not known, and Norris did not provide any details on the suspect. The 2 firefighters killed and the third wounded have not been identified. A shelter-in-place notice, which alerts people to stay inside their properties or in their current locations during an emergency, went out rather than evacuating to a different area. It was lifted some 7 hours later. Canfield Mountain is an area popular with hikers about 260 miles east of Seattle. My goodness. Norris said that a preliminary investigation had determined that there was only one gunman. He said the gunman appeared to have run while shooting and may have stashed weapons in different places. So he had the whole Rocky thing, first blood thing laid out in his mind. Helicopters with heat-seeking technology flew over the area in an attempt to pinpoint the suspect, but teams experienced difficulty because of the smoke from the wildfire, which was still burning. Damn. Norris added that investigators had to search the scene quickly due to the encroaching fire, and that the information they had was still very preliminary. That's why they think they're going to find more guns up there. A fire was rapidly approaching that body, and we had to scoop up that body and transport that body to another location, he said. Officers have appealed to the public to stay away and not fly drones over the site. If you wouldn't mind not flying your drones over the site. This is some... Oh, look at the fire. You see the smoke up there. Oh, my God. What a nightmare.
Come to us. There's lots of sirens. Things are happening.
Jeez. No city is ready for this. Certainly not firefighters. Firefighters are always the good guys, man, coming to save your ass and burning buildings and stuff.
Right.
Maybe we're going to find this guy was a fireman or something. Firefighters Union boss confirmed 2 of its members had been killed in the attack. Edward Kelly, president of the International Association of Firefighters Union, posted on X, while responding to the fire earlier today in Coeur d'Alene. Oh, I hate messing up that name like that. Idaho IAFF members were ambushed in a heinous act of violence. Local fire chief Pat Riley told TV station KHQ he was heartbroken by the attack. The case was a big shock to those living in that city, around 56,000 people that is near the border with Washington State. Resident Linda Tiger, 80 years old, told the BBC she was shocked by the shooting. Damn, the BBC was there? This has never happened here, said Mrs. Tiger, who has lived in the city for nearly 30 years, but it goes to show that no one is safe from this kind of mental sadness. And that's exactly what it was, mental sadness, man. Holy Jesus.
I don't even know what to say about that, man. I mean,
Somebody said it's got to be personal against the Carnell.
yeah, I
said
mean,
it's gotta be
to
personal.
shoot firefighters. I mean, I'm gonna start
Nobody
a fire,
messes with
and I don't want
firefighters.
you to put it out, but I'm gonna ambush you if you come.
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Thank you. Coeur d'Alene is how it's said. Coeur d'Alene. Man, my people know everything. Thanks, Chris Leach. Chris Leach is a new guy on the channel. He's here every day, man. We're so thankful to have you, Chris. We picked him up a few stories ago, about 5 or 6 stories ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, you had something before we get out of here. You had something. You're traveling. You saw something really cool this weekend.
First, let me do this. Let me get my shots out. I'm up here back in the hood in Cuse, Syracuse, New York.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, Cuse, really?
The Cuse, yeah.
Is that a known thing?
Yeah, never heard of that before.
Syracuse Orangemen. Y'all don't know Syracuse University?
No, we don't know.
No. The city.
They call it Syracuse University. Syracuse, they're called the Cuse. We're called the Cuse. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Syracuse, the Cuse. So I'm back up here, and I've been wanting to get with my president of one of the motorcycle clubs up here, the Cuse Dogs, MC. President, me and him grew up together. I've been wanting to get up to one of their events for years. Finally got up here. Shout out to Paco and the Cuse Dogs MC here in Syracuse, the South
What's
Side.
the name of your channel, Logic?
Keep it logical.
Oh, thank you.
Cuse Dogs MC, they welcome me. Of course, he telling everybody how we grew up and everything. Then we took a ride. Shout out to the Cycles MC out here in Syracuse. Went to their clubhouse. They gave me love. And then shout out to Street Life Riders, where they awarded me the furthest distance ride, and I didn't expect that. Give me mad love up here in Syracuse. I had a great time. Now, when I was talking to Black Dragon was, anytime it's like if I came to Detroit and I didn't have Lavish to explain things to me, I sit back and I just observe. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for your video you did yesterday.
Oh no, it's not on my. It's on my Facebook page, not my YouTube page.
Okay.
Yeah. And I sit back and observe, and the difference between the sets. I said New York and Dallas, but I meant to say New York and Texas because that's where I learned about motorcycle culture. And I was shocked when over at Cuse Dogs, when and we went on to the other club when prospects came and introduced themselves just like regular MC members. And I was shocked because my training and my education is that you don't really talk to prospects. Prospects don't interfere with regular club members, presidents, and all that. So I was shocked, but I greeted, didn't disrespect nobody, greeted them, what's up, man, what's going on? And so I asked, and they said, no, we the prospects over here they speak, they have to speak, they have to show respect, and everything. And I was, walk up to, like, I walked up to Lavish, no Lavish VP. I walked up to Lavish, I'm a prospect. I'm Logic, prospect, so-and-so. That they did that to me. I was like this. I'm like, okay. I didn't know what to do. So, but I learned a lot just watching them interact. And one beautiful thing I seen, that's what Black Dragon was looking for my prayer I did yesterday, is the different OMCs that were in one location. And you didn't get a sense of, don't talk to those guys. So those guys joking, laughing, having a great time. I saw, if I can say their names, I saw Wheels of Soul, Sin City, Thunder Guard was out here. Oh my gosh, Thug Riders was thick out here, and they be all sitting there chilling, playing pool, having a great time, and I love that. Greeting each other. I greeted the presidents of each one that was there. So it was great, man. I love this. I love the scenery and of the set here in upstate New York. People from Rochester came down the Street Life's
Rochester.
anniversary.
Shout out to Rochester. I
Yeah.
got family up there in the Rock.
Yeah, I was shouting out. I met a brother from what is the name? Oh my gosh. Anyway, met a brother. They was talking about their anniversaries and their nationals and everything. They mentioned Detroit. I said, "Oh, I got my brother from Lavish T. Williams over there in Boogie Down," and I showed him. And I said, "They got a Lavish T. Williams biker badge." I said, "I can't believe I did that." No, I'm playing.
Oh man.
No, I'm playing. I was happy to do that. But yeah, man, it was nothing but love up here. But to understand, to see that the difference, Black Dragon, and I don't know if it was just the people that taught me that you don't really speak to or interact with prospects, and I just took that. But when I got here and they were just talking, they walk around talking. Of course, they doing what they have to do, but they walk around talking and they greeting people just like normal. It just took me by surprise.
Yeah, so in many places, prospects are not allowed to talk. Prospects don't have a voice. Prospects can't speak to anybody, or you can't talk to prospects. But it's not like that everywhere. And I always make it a point, and I always have made it a point, to acknowledge and speak to and recognize prospects. Prospects are our future. Prospects are what we are going to become. They're the ones that are going to be running our club and taking our club to the next level. They are very important and a very important aspect. They are the building blocks. So I always make it a point to go out of my way to shake a prospect's hand, to say hello to a prospect, and to treat prospects like people. I've always thought it was really crazy. Now, and Lavish will be different than me on this, I already know, but I always thought it was crazy that you would treat a prospect like defecation and then later on come back and say, "That's my brother." So I always treat prospects from a perspective of I'm trying to teach them and grow them into becoming what this motorcycle club needs, rather than the standoffish treating them like horse crap, like they're some kind of slaves or whatever the case may be. That's always been my approach, to treat prospects with great respect. Now, what I tell a prospect is, you're a man first, and allow no one to disrespect you as a man. And I can remember this 1%er walking up to one of my prospects one day and asking him for a cigarette, and the prospect gave him a cigarette and lit it for him. And he said, "Man, I really appreciate that," and went out to shake his hand. He reached his hand to shake his hand. He said, "I'm such and such 1%er," and the prospect said, "Well, I'm Black Sabbath Prospect 29," and he said, "You're a prospect?" And he threw his hand off of him and rubbed his hand on his shirt like, "I don't speak to prospects." And the prospect snatched his cigarette out of the man's mouth and said, "If I'm not good enough to speak to you, I'm not good enough for you to smoke my cigarette." The 1%er grabbed the cigarette back and ran. And said,
ran.
"Yeah, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Don't take my cigarette." It was great fun, but I really appreciated the fact that prospect stood up for himself as a man. If you can't shake my hand, you damn sure can't smoke my cigarette. So we got to always keep in mind that people are men first, and prospects, in my opinion, are there to learn, not to that. Now there's going to be some hazing, that's part of it, but some people take it to a level of disrespect, and I've never agreed with that.
I just don't talk to him.
I knew that. I
mean, I don't treat him wrong. I just don't talk to him. I mean, unless I really have to. I don't do it because I'm antisocial or anything like that. You're a prospect, right? Nothing against you personally, but I don't want to put too much energy into somebody that might not make the cut. That's why I have other people to teach them the way. I'll give the people up under me directions to tell him where's that probie at. All right, have him do this, have him do that. But there's really no need for him to talk to me. And I'm not saying that like I'm too good for you to talk to, but I'll be taking that stuff personal. If things don't work out, I done wasted my energy, man. You done went and left and went to another club. So really, man, let me know that you're gonna be up in here, man. But I'm watching you and making sure they showing you everything. I just personally don't need to talk to you. Unless I just know you and I'm bringing you in the club. But I done seen too many guys come in, they waste their time, man. They waste my time. Now I'm pissed off and I got an attitude and I got a problem with you because you done wasted my time. You done wasted our club's time. So
we do get mad when people don't make it through. You know, Logic.
Yeah, and that's how I was taught. Just don't mess with the prospect, and they shouldn't even come up and bother you. So I was like, okay. So, but when they greeted me, I greeted them, but I was like, okay, this is different. So,
Lavish, you got the same kind of idea towards them like they used to have in the military when new guys would come in the squad. A lot of times people wouldn't even talk to them. Well, you know if you're going to be alive tomorrow. I don't want to get to know you.
I mean, it's not like we don't pay attention. You know, I'm a higher up, right? I'm not taking that to go to my head. I'm a higher up. I don't have time to really worry about this prospect. Send that down to the sergeant of arms. Send that down to them guys. Y'all focus on them. I'm seeing everything that's going on in the club. I'm seeing that this guy's going to be the guy that I need to be closer to me or keep him away from me. You're going to learn because we're giving you instructions to teach them guys down there. I just physically don't have to talk to you. I got other stuff to worry about. I got to worry about this guy over here getting into it with this guy in this club over here. I got to worry about this property getting out of line over there. I ain't got time to be worried about no probies that I don't even know. I'm not saying that they won't make good people. They're just not the top of my priority right now. That's why you have other people in the club to show them and lead them the right way.
So who takes them? So somebody else in the club, not you, but somebody else in the club is tasked to take the prospect under their wing to show them the way.
First of all, how did the prospect come to the club? Right. So Black Dragon brought this guy to the club. Okay, that's Black Dragon's guy. You are in charge of him, man. But as a club, other people in the club are still going to talk to him and show him what to do, show him the ropes. It's just like,
his sponsor is in charge of them. A lot of times we wouldn't let the guy who brought you in the club also be your sponsor. You need to get to know everybody in the club, not just the guy who brought you in. So he brought you in, but that guy over there is going to be your sponsor. So there you go. And the sponsor is the one that in many clubs that is responsible for. Sometimes it's the sergeant at arms in charge of all the prospects and the sponsors. So different clubs do it differently.
Yeah, then you got pros that come in the club and you know you got some that come in the club and they're like an instant hit with everybody in the club. You know, everybody, you know, they're just good people. You can just pick up the energy and everybody like them. You know, you got some pros that come in the club and it's like, man, this dude just talk too much, man. where does this guy come from, man? He just doing too much. You don't have to overdo it to fit in. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do it. And then there's so many different other people in the club that's going to make sure that prospect is right, especially them old head guys. They're gonna definitely have a field day with them. It's like, you know, we got a new program on all three. Everybody's running. Hey, Proby. Hey, Proby. Hey, man, I'm going to need you to wash my bike, man. Hey, Proby, can you go run down to the store? I want to need you to get this. You know, hey, Proby, you know, the bathroom needs to be clean. Everybody's going to have a field day. I'm just saying, me personally, I just don't engage with them because I don't treat them no different than anybody else. I just don't use a lot of energy until they prove themselves, you know, to me. And that's not me speaking on the club. That's just a personal thing with me.
All right. Who's that from Town, born and raised? Who's that? Where you be? Holla at me.
Town. Well, that's new for me.
315.
It's new for me too, man. I found out different cities, man. You know, I got, you know, certain major cities. I know what they go by, but then there's other cities that I hear about. I'm like, that's what they call.
Oh, it's like my boy used to say when we say back then, say, oh, the Cuse.
Never heard of that. I just always say Syracuse, man.
Yeah, Syracuse.
You know, it's like Rochester. I know that they call.
I can say this about. Let me say this though about my city. Let me say this about it. We got the raggediest streets. They are not biker friendly.
I don't know, man.
No streets are more raggedy than Jacksonville, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, that ain't no streets more raggedy than those.
I think I'm gonna need a new axle, or I'm gonna need something new on my bike. If I can't, dog.
Well, listen, guys, we're at an hour. It's about time for us to get out of here. Anything pressing that we need to cover before we roll?
No. I gave my shots out, so I'm good.
Hey, you guys, if you want a prayer here on Logic's Facebook channel, Daryl Logic Turner, it's called. You can come over here and get your Sunday morning prayer. He does a video every Sunday morning where he does his prayer. Is that you?
That's 10 years ago, bro. That's why I put up there. Who's that?
That don't even look like you. Okay.
Right? That's why I said, who's that? That's the prayer right there.
So there's his prayer, and he's on the road praying in the 3-star hotel. And yeah, so go here. Oh, that's a trophy you just won?
Yeah.
Street Life Riders, 19th anniversary, 6/28/25, furthest distance. Oh, look at that. How you gonna get that back? You got room to put
this one, I've got that wrapped up in my tour pack, Doc.
Okay. All right. Congratulations on that, man. Congratulations on getting out there and riding and representing Black Dragon Biker TV. We appreciate that. Yeah, so y'all make sure to get over there and check him out. You can find him on Keep It Logical, his YouTube channel. Also, you can find Lavish. Everything is Lavish T. Williams. Everything, all his channels are Lavish T. Williams. And he's running for candidate District 2 for police commissioner. Please vote for him if you're in that area. He could use your vote, and you see him every day. He's someone you can trust. You can see him in his get down, his working, and how he works, his work ethic. You can see the man get down. So you see him every day on this channel. Please share that with your friends. Let everybody know he's running for police commissioner. Oh, by the way, we got a hater that's on the show that's been watching us.
Is it a new one or the same one?
It's the same one. He came on this a few minutes ago and said, "Good morning, officers." Called us cops. You.
Oh, so, that was the guy who said that. Well, good morning to you. Good morning, lad. How are you doing?
Called us cops.
Yeah. Well, you're a cop now. You shouldn't have showed that badge, my bro.
my chaplain's badge.
Your chaplain's badge. Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Well,
any badge to some people is a badge, my bro.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing, man. As long as they watching, we doing what we supposed to do.
Yeah,
and that's it, man.
I'm trying to find he said, "Good morning, officers." There we go. Boom. Good morning, officers.
Good morning. That's how you got to hit them. Good morning.
How am I an officer? I'm not running for police commissioner, and I don't have a badge. How did I get to be an officer? Damn. I want a badge too.
Hey man, I'm not even an officer, but I'm planning to be an elected official.
Well, as far as he's concerned, we're all cops and snitches. And he says this on his channel every day to everybody that'll listen to him. So
I never see a like on there. So I guess he's not getting a lot of people that's listening.
All you got to do with this YouTube stuff is just stay at it. Just stay at it. What is it? Be consistent, and eventually you'll pick up an audience. 5 or 6 years from now, they might be carrying us out of here. Like, get out of here, you cops. But anyway, that's it, man, for you guys. Thank you so much. We will do. Hey, listen, get all of your stuff to me tomorrow. We'll take some time and we'll do a look at all the events that are coming up. So if you got an event, make sure to send your event to us, and we'll take the time to take a look at your event. We'll probably do it twice a week. So get your events to me. Email me, blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com. No place else, please. No place else. blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com. That way, I'll be sure to have all of your things at one place. Make sure to get my newest book. Hey, man, check this out. My book is now a hardcover. Look at that, man.
How much is that going for? About $1 million?
Boy, hey, look, Lavish go buy 3.
Sure. I've seen the prices of them books. I've seen the price. Hey, them books cost just as much as one of them Encyclopedia Britannicas.
for those that are under
a reasonably priced book, Lavish.
Those that are under 40, those were the Encyclopedia Britannica was the old day Google.
Yeah, it was the old day Google, and it was out of date the moment they printed that sucker.
Yeah,
But these are Motorcycle Club Protocol 101 books. They cost about as much as you would pay for a book in college. Yeah.
Yeah, a college book. You got to get financial aid for that shit.
This man with the toes that people have to take out second mortgages on their houses to pay for. So you got to talk about my book that's under $100 when his toe, he don't have a toe under $100 anywhere.
Listen, Black Dragon, let me show you something. Let me show you and Logic something, man. Check this out, man. Look what I'm able to do.
Oh, he can lift his arm up. Have you been lifting again?
No, I ain't been lifting. I had a stretch this morning. I had therapy. That's the only reason it's not. That's
what's up, man. That's what's up.
That's all right, man.
But it still hurt, man. So
and I got something to show you. 325.2 pounds.
Put the arms down. They're a little small. Ain't got a muscle in sight.
Boy.
Not a tricep muscle. Just put that little thing down.
Preacher, show him some muscles, man. Go ahead. Shame the punk. Go ahead, preacher.
I've been out of the gym. I've been out of the gym myself. I'm not showing.
Man, I'm 2 months out the gym, man. I'm ready to get back up in that thing, man. My arm muscles that went away, man. These things is small. Let me see, man. These ain't nothing to show. Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there, man.
I see the little hump. I see the little hump. Okay, we see you. We see you.
No, ain't nothing there. It done went. The
says I lift all the time. Blondes, brunettes, redheads. Lavish his wallet. He has the right to remain silent, but won't. Okay, so we appreciate you guys. Hey, what's up, K. Wayne? It's good to see you, man. As always, good to see you.
Williams right there. That go Williams right there.
Chantel Williams.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Williams.
All right, man. I appreciate you both. Lavish, we'll get you out of here first, my man.
All right, we're going to get out of here, man. August 29th to 31st, Detroit, Michigan, Lavish Biker Bash. Make sure y'all come.
All right, Lavish. Is that it?
Y'all it, man. I'm good, man. I'm eating my fruit. And y'all go ahead, man. Take it off. Logic. Go ahead. Keep it logical and all that cool stuff, man. Y'all go ahead and do that.
And they were going to kill anybody that came
You waiting for me?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Logic back up here in the queues, back in my hood. Hey, you out here riding like I'm riding, getting those miles in, as we say, getting the warrior miles in. Remember these words: ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith. Keep it logical. Peace.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Take care, preacher. Be safe getting home, man. And it's your boy Black Dragon. Make sure to get my newest book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. Get the hard book. Get the hard copy. It's there. You can get it at blackdragonsgear.com. Blackdragonsgear.com. You can also get it on Amazon, and you can get it on Kindle. Hey, man, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Hey, club brother, it's good to see you. Much love and respect and honor to you, Baker. Thank you, Ghost Eagle. Appreciate you, everyone. We're out of here, man. Oh, I got my new toys back on. All right. Take care. Get the right button to get out of here on. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Oh. Man, it's stuck. Okay, there we go. All right, bye-bye. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com.
So as a
be the
president
best
of a
motorcycle
motorcycle
club prospect you can be. Get the book. If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Roll? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So, when percenters get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1. Stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So, as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG. Bonafide, certified, a true MC. The biker boys. The biker boys. It's in the house, so most definitely blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon. Black Savage. MC. That's right, y'all. thumbs up. Black Dragon's Biker TV at its best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his Prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon. I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. Dub V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.